Uno Mas here, folks, on the LA Sparks 365 Network here, folks. Your 24/7, 365 comprehensive home, folks, of the WNBA and your two-time WNBA champion, LA Sparks. And, folks, welcome into the #1 show on the network, folks, that we like to call Sparks Fam. Our free-flowing open Twitter, Instagram, live Q&A, and email forum, folks. Chris Mancy and Calvin Cleary joining you, folks, here one last time. Folks, here is our Sparks Fam ground rules here. And again, we are a Twitter, Instagram, live Q&A, or email forum. You guys can hit us up on Twitter. It's at LASparks365 for the network, at LASparks365, at CalamaC3 for myself, at CALLANMAC with the number 3. Or hit up Chris on Twitter, at LASparksFan10, at LASparksFan with the number 10. You guys can either tag us in a photo or mention us in the comments on a photo on Instagram, which is, again, at CalamaC3 for myself, same as my Twitter handle. And for Chris, it's at Woody_3434, at Woody_3434. You guys can email the network, LASparks365@yahoo.com, LASparks365@yahoo.com, or click on the black box right here, folks, and join the live Q&A lobby. Chris, over to you, man, to get us off and rolling here till 11:30 tonight, man. So what do you have? Chris, we need a tweet or an IG photo whenever you find one.
Okay. Someone just tweeted, "Life is way too short. Life every day to its two fullest."
That's a very good one, to say the least. I will say that. Got to have some sort of motivation to your life, folks, whether it's something small or not. Like normal, folks, Twitter is, of course, not doing anything right now at this point in time. It's just not even funny right now. Chris, I do have, speaking of funny, Chris, at McCarty Connor tweets, Chris, "My light was off at Motel 6. Because, Chris, they're known for their slogan of "We'll leave the light on for you." So apparently, according to Connor, Tom Bodette did not leave the light on for him, I guess. So a little humor. We'll go back over to you.
Someone tweeted today, "We're coming for you, Athletics. Hashtag take back the West. Hashtag Angels baby."
Well, you're getting there slowly but surely. You're getting there at this point in time. Get over to IG real quick, folks. See if there's anything occurring right now at this point in time, which there isn't right now, like normal. So, see what's around here, if anything. I got a photo here, Chris, from at Tamai22. He shares a photo, Chris. Caption reads, seriously, bro," and I'll let you guys see it, courtesy of the Google Plus screen share. Whoop. All right, there we go. And I think it's right, Chris. The face you make when you get to the club and your homie says he forgot his ID. How does one forget to bring his ID card to the club? No, that's unacceptable. We'll go back over to you.
Someone tweeted today, "Ha ha. Hashtag take back the West is now trending, guys."
Well, it's always fun when we can get somebody to trend, so always good to see whenever that occurs. Back over to Twitter real quick. Of course, there is nothing going on here. But, Chris, you have a tweet here from LA Galaxy player Stefan Ishiaki, who tweets, "Congrats to @Landon Donovan on breaking the scoring record in MLS. The new hashtag is hashtag Landon150 because he's going to get it this year." All right, so we'll be on Donovan 150 watch, I guess. We'll go back over to you.
Someone tweeted today with a photo. A's fans be like hashtag Angels, hashtag take back the West.
Yeah, they're crossing their arms and they got their droopy boo-boo mode pouty faces on at this point in time. Back over to Twitter. Chris Doc @Count24 Chris tweets, craving Taco Bell. Back over to you.
Someone tweeted today. I know you're probably gonna say something. Someone tweeted today. Derek Fisher headed to locker room after getting cut on head. What a photo.
Man down, send a medic up there to the Internet Studios for Chris Mancy. Send a medic, please, because he's probably fainted, folks. Chris, you know I was going to go to this one, man, on Instagram from no one else other than Candace Wiggins, of course, the awesome handle of @CandaceSanDiego, with the IG video, Chris, of look at what @I am Christina captured during the game. LOL, I totally live for defense. The hashtags of where is Candace Sandiego, Staples Center go Sparks, and defense wins championships. And of course, Chris, you know what video we're going to, courtesy of the Google Plus screen share request app here. Always fun, Chris, when you got your homegirl from San Diego at the game, and above all, man, when you're featured as the player to chant defense with the crowd, man. Back over to you.
Exactly like what Shorty said. Shorty tweeted today. Happy that Indy got the win. Didn't want to see them fall to 0-4.
Chris, you hate to see it, Chris, when teams lose like that. They have those 0-4 starts, Chris. Especially, Chris, what's going on in our fantasy baseball league. Someone finally got their first win today, Chris. So you kind of hate, Chris, though, to see that though when there are those teams that just can't seem to get their first win for a long period of time. Let's see. Should we go back to IG or back? We'll go back and hop back over on Twitter real quick and see if there's anything occurring out of this one. Let's see what you got here. Chris, don't you kind of hate it though sometimes, man, when someone replies back to a tweet that was like a few hours ago, kind of?
Yeah.
Well, Crystal Thomas at Pup1010 just right now, Chris, just now tweeted to TWOW in reply to when TWOW tweeted 2 hours ago about Tolliver acted like she meant to do that, and now she's chiming in saying went to do what? I mean, if it's more than an hour long in the tweet, don't reply back to it because the person that probably tweeted it lost their train of thought afterwards. So, Chris, anything that's past an hour or a day long, do not reply back to it because it kills me. We'll go back over to you.
Jack Nick replied, tweeted to Shorty, which I'm like nervous right now because Jack Nick tweeted it, which Jack Nick
No, I'm just
tweeted
going to
it.
stop you right there. I'm just going to stop you right there because you're involved in that conversation, so I'm teeing you up right here, and we're going to go back over here. I don't want to hear any of it, man. We know about what's occurring, but you're in that conversation, so that is no bueno for doing that as well. Chris, this is a obvious tweet from @dash_DB4D, Chris, with the simple tweet of Dear Diary. Chris, when you were younger, did you at all keep like a little notebook beside your bed at all, and you kind of like wrote about something that occurred during the day at all? Because I used to do that. I still kind of do that sometimes, man. But did you at all do that at all, or wasn't really into it at all? All right, so we'll go back over to you, possibly with another meet on the horizon. Do I smell one? We'll go back over to you and see what happens, I guess.
Someone. No wait. Someone tweeted a photo. It's one of my favorite YouTubers. You probably know where I'm going with. I always watch every day. Well, before, but not anymore. But I watch back. My slogan. That was at the end. Someone tweeted Jesse Willen _ on Instagram. Posted a photo. Hashtag DopeFishNation, and check this out.
With the kitty cat doing it as well. Chris, quick tweet here from Cheyenne, and Chris, she tweets, "It's amazing how many typos the management of this apartment complex can make when they hand out letters. Have you idiots never have you guys not have heard about something called, I think it's called spell check? Double check what you're typing. If you see a little red dotted line underneath the word, fix the mistake. You can't. People kill me sometimes, Chris, when they can't spell the easiest words correctly. Sometimes. We'll go back over to you.
Someone on Instagram posted a photo 7 hours ago. DJ Molsky posted a photo 7 hours ago. Do you rep your team like we rep ours? Hashtag LA Sports, hashtag Clipper Nation, and with
no better than Clipper Daryl, Chris, who I also bumped into. I bumped shoulders with him as well at the Sparks home opener last Sunday. Good to see him in person, and glad that he's out there representing the Clippers. And he's a very cool and a very awesome dude, and hopefully we bump into him again sometime soon. Let's see what we got here, Chris. There is nothing going on right now because Twitter's just a bunch of you-know-what. So we'll hop back on the IG sphere real quick and see what's going on, and basically there is nothing going on at this point in time, so we'll see what happens. And Chris, real quickly, I do have a photo here from @BranRicketts 50 minutes ago, Chris, who apparently is pulling a Kobe Bryant here. Well, let's see what he's talking about, courtesy of the Google Plus screen share. Chris, does this look familiar to you from Kobe? The pitch black screen? Chris, that would be the time when Kobe Bryant blacked out his Twitter, Abby, after a bunch of stuff was said about the Lakers and how bad they were and how bad he was, and he used it as motivation, and he blacked out his Twitter account. So that's basically what that guy just did, is the black screen of dev. So we'll go back over to you.
Someone 9 hours ago posted a photo on IG. Ty and Sparky.
Rough. The dog pound is alive and well at Staples Center, and no one makes their free throws there when that happens. Chris, @LakersForLife702 tweets, Hashtag Lakers Nation. All right, let's do it. Let's go back to Chris.
Say that, Chris? We have to, Chris.
Someone 24 minutes ago posted a photo on IG, and no surprise it was gonna happen. Had to spike that ball, got it in the end zone tonight. Hard, tough game versus Arizona.
Nope, so much for that franchise. They're going down the toilets very fast. Chris, I got a photo here from IG from @RetroJunior79, Chris. And it's a place very close to home and a place I'm very familiar with. And we're going to go there courtesy of the Google Plus Screen Share app. Sometime soon. There we go. And of course, Chris, would be nothing better than the greatest ballpark in baseball. That would be Petco Park. On a bright, sunny San Diego day with the caption, "San Diego looks beautiful." Thank you very much to America's finest city. So we'll go back over to you up there in Anaheim. What do you got for us?
Someone tweeted today. I'm shaking my head. Well, no surprise what happened. The final score tonight from @Honda Center, @LA Kiss 25, @Arizona Rattlers 70.
Yep, we're just going to come back over here. No need to even discuss that team because they're a bunch of nonsense. Let's see what we got here. Chris, Marvin Mejia brings up a great point here. LA made history against Philadelphia twice today. Josh Beckett's no-hitter and Landon Donovan's 135th and 136th career MLS goals. So good day for LA sports. And plus, hey, the Sparks also won, so did the Angels. So good all-around day for the teams that bear that name of Los Angeles, California. So we'll go back over to you.
Yeah, again with that freaking, can't say that tweet, but he would. Someone tweet, no school tomorrow with a photo.
Yeah, we're going to break out the damn, Chris, we're breaking it all out after the show ends. Trumpet dance, we're doing Lust for Life, the buzzer beater high step, you name it, man, we're doing it in about 5 minutes. So get the dancing shoes on up there at the studios. Back up to Twitter or IG real quick, folks, as we are in the last 5 minutes, I should say, of the show here. So send in your last few tweets, your IG photos, a few emails, or some live Q&A. Chris, I know you watched it tonight, man, but Space Jam is trending down here in San Diego. I know that you watched it earlier tonight, man. So it's trending down here, so we'll go back over to you.
Someone just tweeted and it pretty does. I don't know if I had it, but someone just tweeted, Taco Bell sounds so good right now.
It's normally my go-to place after I do my Saturday morning shows, except for yesterday. Twitter or Instagram, if you got something for me, please come to the front of the line right now so we can get it on the show, which does not look like there's going to be anything right now at this point in time. We'll head back down to a bit part down here. Chris, I got a tweet here from @Lydia Martinez, Chris, who tweets to famed magician Chris Angel Christie, and she says, "Hey, Chris, see you in 15 days." So someone's going to Vegas to see the #1 magic show in the entire U.S. at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Vegas. Pretty cool. Back over to you. In the last 3 minutes of the show, what do you got for us, if you have anything?
One of us, our Sparks fan, tweeted, FaceTime, Snapchat, text, DM ya girl.
FaceTime is our most used app, in case you folks are wondering, because we do it a lot on a consistent day-to-day basis. Over on Twitter, there's nothing going on. There ain't nothing going on right now, folks. It's just ridiculous. Chris, there's one more IG video to share here from Candace Wiggins. In case you folks were wondering, but Candace and her longtime friend Christina, who built out a tremendous rendition of the national anthem at their homecoming football game this past season, Chris, they posted the video from LA. It looks like, Chris, they're coming home to America's finest city, Chris. We'll go there to see them cruising down the street in their O2 car, courtesy of the Google Plus screen share. Here we go. Let's see, Chris, how bad the car karaoke was, which is what could have been us going up to the games tonight, Sparks and the Galaxy. But we'll see what happens with Candace and Christina right now on IG. Hey, there is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with a little TLC. I mean, I'll take TLC, folks, almost any day of the week because they wrote the best theme song for the best Nickelodeon show back in the 90s, which was All That. I mean, that is one of my favorite R&B soul bands. So, Chris, we'll go back to you, man, in the last 1 minute of the show. What do you have for us up your sleeves, if you have any sleeves, which you don't? What do you got?
I'm just shaking my head because it's bringing back memories. Because with the sweep up, Jack Nick tweeted, and it's like the old place. Jack Nick tweeted, "Neighbors, dog bark, half an hour at 4 a.m. a few days ago. I woke them. Now she was pissed too. No more barking. I win."
Winner, winner, barbecue chicken dinner. But, folks, unfortunately, we are out of time for the Sparks tonight, folks. So please, no more tweets, no more IG photos or emails or live Q&A, folks. We are going to be closing shop for the night, folks. But, folks, before we go tonight, we do want to extend a personal thank you to the men and women of our armed forces that adorn the camouflage every day of the week in every second of their lives, Chris, to defend this great nation that is the good old US of A, Chris. Chris, we know about that. You know, the world of sports can only play such a minor role in the process of healing following tragic events like 9/11, the Boston Marathon, a few other things, Chris. So if you folks are out there today, if you do see someone, either a veteran or someone in camouflage, extend a personal handshake or a hug and say thank you for all you've done for what these great people, Chris, have done for this nation of ours. And I know that I've come from a big family, Chris, of military brats. My mom and my dad, Navy and Marine Corps, uncles that have served in the armed forces that have gone to the final resting place because of health, either the Master Chief of the Navy or the best DI in the U.S. Marine Corps. So, folks, we do ask of you, if you do happen to bump shoulders with someone that has adorned the camouflage or does adore it, we ask that you give them a personal handshake, a thank you, and a hug, perhaps, for all that they have done, because, Chris, you know, the world of sports, Chris, only plays such a minor role in the process of healing following conflicts in the internationally, Chris. We know about what the Olympic Games does every 4 years, what the World Cup's going to do this year, Chris, to sort of, you know, mend the fence with political tension, Chris. But, again, you know, we would not be here, I think, Chris, without the great strength of the of everyone out there, Chris, that either has or currently does adorn the camouflage top. So, again, folks, with Memorial Day, folks, remember, this isn't a 3-day weekend to go out and party and be a bunch of dumbasses. You have the 3-day weekend, folks, because of the sacrifice of so many tremendous souls that did not make it back to the homeland safe, alive, and well. And it's more so, folks, remembering today, tomorrow at least, for what it really is. It's Memorial Day to remember everyone that has served in the U.S. Armed Forces, not a day to be a complete jackass and have a barbecue and then go and drive drunk and kill somebody, folks. Remember, you're honoring everyone that has adorned the camouflage tops of the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, and all the branches of our great armed forces. It's a day to honor, reflect, and mourn, not be a bunch of idiots, folks. So we do ask of you, if you are out there tomorrow having fun, please be safe, and of course, folks, please DD and designated driver, folks, or we'll give you a technical foul, and you'll be stuck in the jail cell probably. So, Chris, we know, man, about what will happen today. You know, we will have parties, we will have barbecues, we'll watch baseball nonstop, man, but at least today, folks, we ask you to please pause, hold a moment of silence for someone that you may know, a friend, a relative, or someone you know very personally that was or is currently serving in our armed forces around the world, Chris. I mean, in your mind, man, when you think about, Chris, when you normally think about Memorial Day, man, what kind of normally comes to your mind, though, first and foremost? I mean, because normally when I think about it, man, it's my uncles that served in the Navy and in the Marine Corps, you know, for World War II, Korea, Vietnam, a few conflicts you remain. But in your view, man, what do you really think about, though, when you think about Memorial Day, which is always the last Monday of May?
Just right now, right when you said that, just about to start bringing down because I think, I want to say, 2 years ago, I think it is, 2 years ago now, my grandpa passed away, and he, I think, served, I forgot, I think Navy or something like that, and now just bringing up big memories.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, both my uncles were. One of them was in the Navy as a Master Chief. The other one was the best, hands down, drill instructor for the U.S. Marine Corps, Chris. But at the same time, though, my uncle, who I'm actually named for, last name-wise, folks, in case you forgot, my name is Callan, first name. I'm actually named for my grandfather, whose last name was Callan. That was also my mom's last name as well. But, Chris, I mean, not only was he the best DI and the best grandfather I had, Chris, but he was one hell of a damn baseball player, Chris, and he went on to win the 1953 City Championship League down here in San Diego at La Jolla High School, Chris. So my other uncle was a football player, lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Chris. So not only were they great soldiers, Chris, serving their duty and doing their due diligence for this great nation of ours, Chris, but they were also great athletes as well in a lot of different areas, folks. So, folks, we will leave you for the night on a great note, folks, after the Sparks victory tonight over the San Antonio Stars, as we pause to pay tribute here real quick to our brave men and women that are serving the U.S. and our neighbors to the north in Canada and our forces around the world, folks. We will see you, folks, tomorrow night for a patriotic edition, folks, of the Sparks 365 Network here, folks. But until tomorrow night, have a safe Memorial Day. Drive safely. Have a safe night. Drive home safely. Thank you for coming, folks, and good night now. We salute you for everyone out there that's been in the camouflage sometime soon. This is the LA Sparks 365 Network here, folks. We are Sparks. We are LA. We'll see you, folks, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., 365 Sparks fam. And hey, the debut of the Guys with the Petition, folks. post-petition efforts, folks. Tomorrow, folks, we'll be talking about our thoughts on the WNBA teams with jersey advertisements tomorrow night, folks, on the guys with the petition, folks. So, again, Sparks 365, folks, at 9, Sparks Stream at 9:30, and the petition show covering jersey sponsorships at 10 tomorrow night, folks. So, again, we'll see you folks tomorrow night. So, again, folks, have a safe and fun Memorial Day. Please drive safely, DD if need be, folks, and good night now, folks. This is the LA Sparks 365 Network here, folks. We are Sparks. We are LA. So long, everybody. See you folks tomorrow night. Bye-bye.